Hey, what's shaking, guys? It's Shaun of the Dead. I wanted to give you a quick little video, and here's my quick disclaimer. And I'm only gonna say this once. I've tried to shoot this video a few times, and I keep getting caught up on this disclaimer issue. So I'm gonna try to make this my final take, and go ahead and complete this video. This is like my 4th or 5th time through it. These are the general rules. There are exceptions to these rules. This is not meant to be offensive in any manner. This is my personal point of view on what's going to happen in a zombie apocalypse. Straight up. And then you can use this in any raw situation, any SHTF thing, whether it be economic collapse or anything else. Whatever it is, civil unrest, I don't care what your doomsday issue is, this rings true in all of them. Mine happens to be zombie apocalypse. So, in a zombie apocalypse, women are going to fall into more of a domestic role. Men are going to move into a more dominant role because that's how we're made. Men are averagely bigger, stronger, and faster over the average woman in most cases. I'm a certified martial arts instructor that teaches women self-defense, so I understand what women combat. And hence, women's self-defense is probably the nastiest form of martial arts that I know. And I know a few. And it's freaking deadly. It's harsh because it's teaching someone that's smaller, weaker, and slower, usually more flexible, but smaller, weaker, and slower, how to stop somebody that's bigger, stronger, and faster. And don't forget, heavier. Just body weight laying on you. That's not fun, you know. So unless you have training or a little bit of assistance, you know, if you don't have it now, apocalypse happens, you're done. You resign yourself to being, you know, a sex toy and a slave. It'll be winch, wash my floors, wash my clothes, make me a fracking sandwich, now suck my cock. Now bend over. Now make me another fracking sandwich. That's how it's going to happen. Because a lot of people are going to be marauders. Not everybody, and not in every situation, but the marauder people are going to be very, very, you know, driven on getting women. Because I have a buddy, for instance, that is a marauder king. That's going to be his role in a zombie apocalypse. I have no doubt in my mind. He is pure. I am the pirate king, and this is my crew, and my crew rule. And any women we get are our serfs, and we are going to subject them to our sexual desires, and they are going to service us in sexual needs and in work. They're going to wash our clothes. They're going to feed us. They're going to cook for us, and they're going to get us off. Period. And that's it. That's how it's going to be. And this is one of my buddies, all right? I mean, he's a marauder guy. He is a pirate king. Me, I am a colony leader. I want rules. I want laws. I want protection. I want people to thrive and feel happy. I want to see children play and laugh and smile. You know, I want that in my community. I do. Because it's good. It's healthy and it's happy. Now, if I have to worry about some douchebag wanting to shank me in the middle of the night because we had an argument, I don't want to live under those kind of circumstances. You know, and unless you're in his top tier, you don't really matter. Let the underlings fight it out. Oh, you killed him? Give me his stuff. Bam! Now get out of here. Unless he doesn't like you, then bam! Alright, give me both their stuff. Thanks. Alright, let's go. It's not really the world I want to live in. How about you? So, not only will he not stop them from raping women, hell, he'll hold them down for them. He'd rather have a mechanic that can fix a vehicle and keep his car running than, than stop him from raping a woman. Period. Where if we only have one doctor and the motherfucker's a rapist and I catch him raping someone, I want to tie him to a post in the middle of town and I want to throttle that dude to death in front of everybody in town. And everybody will understand that there will be law and order in this town. You will not take from the weak just because you can. You will not. Because I will enforce my will upon you then, and you will not like it. The whole adage of wolves, dogs, and sheep, sometimes wolves and dogs look a lot alike. And I'm one of those dogs that have some wolf-like tendencies. And I will show my fangs whenever need be. Especially in protection of my sheep. And a wild dog is just as bad as a wolf. And I will not have that. So that's one of those things that you gotta be very mindful of. We've already agreed that after the initial outbreak, once we start to accumulate enough people, we'll find out who wants to be marauders, who wants to be in a town. I'll take the town folk, he'll take the marauders, and he can set up his camp one place, I'll set mine up someplace else, and we can trade with each other, but, and we can come to each other's aid if someone's attacked, but we're not living under the same roof because we're not going to live under the same rules. He doesn't want to be under anything that he would find to be stifling to his freedom, and I'm not going to live in a lawless nation. So, we both have completely different points of view, but we can agree to disagree, and we're friends, so there's not a hostile, issue there. It's like, okay, well, we're over here, so we're going to be scavenging this area. You're over there, you're scavenging that area? Okay, cool. Well, I'll make sure my guys don't go over there and mess with your stuff. Just let your guys know that I'm over here so they don't come mess with our stuff. Nobody needs to get shot on accident, it's cool. You want to do a joint venture because it's going to be a farther trek out? Alright, I'll let some of my dudes roll with your guys. That's cool. Got no problem with that. We can do joint ventures. They can take their car and we can take one of ours and send out and, go and get some stuff, split up some jazz and come on back. It's all good. Got no problems with that. Problems with people trying to take advantage of people, especially women. That strikes one of my chords, and I don't like that. Now, some women, they don't need my protection. They can take care of themselves all by themselves. Again, that's not always going to be the case, unfortunately. If they didn't need me, that'd be great, but they do. A lot of them will, in that kind of a setting. They will need the safety of that town. And honestly, unfortunately, people will fall into those roles. Women will take a domestic role. They'll be cooking, they'll be cleaning, they'll be doing laundry and jazz like that. Men will be taking watch. They'll be hunting and killing and whatnot. There will be women that will be doing some of those jobs also, and there will probably be some men that are cooking and cleaning also. You'll probably see a little bit of crossover. But the majority of the warriors are going to be men, and the majority of the domestic folk are going to be women. That's just how we're made. We're designed that way. That's just how it is. That's nature. That's just how it is. There'll be a few women on the wall that are out shooting some of the men on the wall without a problem. There'll be some men down there that are, cooking better than the women are. It's just how that is. But it doesn't mean that that's the rule. That's the exception. So, but hey, I'm not going to force every man to stand on the wall. If he's a coward or he's a little too skittish to be up there and handling a firearm because he's not comfortable, and a chick is, I don't care if she's 4'7" and 75 pounds. If she wants to stand up there with a rifle and start taking pop shots at zombies, I'm more than happy to let her. If she's got no fear and she wants to stand up there and slug it out, I'll let her do it. And I'll put that 6'7", 320-pound freaking Hulk of a man down there doing dishes. That's fine with me. I ain't got a problem with that. You know. Now, if somebody comes in the gate, I'm going to make them stand there looking all imposing or something. Whatever, they don't know that the little girl's the one that they need to watch. That's fine with me. I'm okay with with duplicity. That's fine. But unfortunately, on average, women will be taken advantage of unless they're in a safe society. If there's a group made up of mainly women, or there's very few men in the group, and or no men in the group, and there's women and children, you're gonna have to be extra cautious when it comes to any man you meet. And here's a quick little telltale for you ladies. Tell the man straight up, look, I appreciate your help. I'm thankful for your help, and I accept your help. Do you understand that I do not know you, so I cannot trust you till I know you? As we get to know each other, we will learn to trust each other. But until then, realize that, I have to keep a mindful eye on you, regardless of the situation. And if, as time goes on, it won't take long for a leopard to show his spots. You'll see some aggression come out if he's that kind of a guy. If he's a nice guy, he's just going, okay, I appreciate that. And he'll go on about it. Bad guys will lie about that crap. They'll go, yeah, sure, no problem, it's cool. And then they'll start doing little things, asking you to do little things, trying to make you jump through little hoops to push your buttons to see what you're going to do. And if you start to capitulate too much, then they know that they're starting to assert over you, and you're starting to fall into their role. And then next thing you know, it's going to be a very slippery slope from there. So you have to be very assertive with the situation. It's like, hey, why don't you cook us some dinner? It's like, why don't you cook us some dinner? Or, I'll tell you what, I'll cook the meat once you skin it and clean it. Especially if he's not the motherfucker that killed it. Now, if I come back to camp and I'm like, I got a kill, I skinned it, I gutted it, it's not butchered, but, here it is, it's cleaned. Would you mind cooking this up for us? Then I expect you to cook it up for me, because I went out and did the work to kill it and to clean it. Least you can do is butcher it and cook it, and we can both eat it. That's fine. And I'll help with the dishes when we're done, because we both took part. That's good. I don't mind sharing tasks. If you go out and you kill it, and you cleaned it and skinned it, and gutted it, I'll butcher it and cook it, and we can both do dishes. I'm okay with that too. I don't have a problem with that. I'm actually a pretty decent cook, so that's fine with me. As long as I get food, I don't give a frack. It's fine with me. I don't care who killed it. So, if you start to see that there's people trying to start putting you into that role, you got to be mindful of that, because they might be detrimental to your group. And if there's more than one guy and they're already fairly assertive and they're loud and they're boisterous, then that's something else to be watching out for. If they're too boisterous, then they might be a little bit too aggressive for your group. So just keep a weathered eye. And please, by all means, I got to hear your comments on this. I know this is a very hot topic. It's not something that's going to be, it's a loaded question. It's one of those things that's like, no, he didn't go there. Yes, I did go there. So, as always, please subscribe. Please give me a thumbs up and all that. Please stay on topic as always and be respectful. Thanks.